Halo guys, jumpa lagi di Dongin Game. Kali ini bakal kita lanjutin ya Tales of Arise kita. Udah lama banget gue nggak ngepost video, sorry banget lagi sibuk ya. Tapi ya schedule-nya udah lumayan membaik. Jadi ya setelah tamat ini game Tales of Arise, gue bakal balik lagi ke game klasik ya. Bener-bener maafin buat yang nungguin konten dari gue ya. Karena bener-bener sibuk dari kemarin, ada masalah dan lain-lain lah. Jadi kemarin itu kan si Sion itu berhasil diculik. Dan kita terdampar ini di pulau apa ini gua nggak tahu. Jadi sekarang kita mesti mencari ya gini ya. Mencari kawan-kawan kita yang lain. Dan ngomong-ngomong gua udah rada-rada lupa kontrol-kontrolnya ini. Lari pencet apa ya guys? Nah ini coba. Sampai lupa kontrolnya gua. Udah 1 bulan ya gua nggak main game ini. Tuh. Sion. Dia udah hancur topengnya semua ya. Jadi ingatannya udah pulih dan dia udah bisa merasakan sakit sekarang. Waduh, ini ngelawan 2 level 31. Ini. Ini sebenarnya gue udah waktu terakhir kali main gue ngetes apakah kita bisa kalah aja, ternyata enggak, kita harus menang. Jadi karena nggak ada healer, nggak ada apa, kita harus hati-hati deh. Vholran Alpha. Oke. Oke. Oh, gue udah lupa nih combo-kombonya. Oke. Wah. Pakai aja. Wah. Ah. Ayo pakai. Kok nggak bisa sih? Gue udah pencet 2 ability skill gue. Apa emang lagi nggak bisa Mystic Art sekarang? Wah! Gila, parah banget. Jadi noob banget ini. Aurum Longsword kan bener. Warrior Emblem. Wah parah nih. Nggak ada healer jadi begini. Padahal hampir menang itu. Cuma gara-gara tadi aja beleguk. Bego. Mau coba-coba pakai Mystic Art. Sabar. Loh, gua udah Nah. Oi. Tuh, nggak keluar Mystic Art-nya, guys. Wah, nggak tahu dah gue. Nggak susah sebenarnya sih, asal kalian teliti mainnya. Sebentar lagi kau mati. Oke, nice. Nah itu mau nge-cash art, cash lah. Kabur. Nah kan. Nggak susah, cuma jadi lama battle-nya ini. Tuh, menyetrum. Oke, Ya ampun, kena sekali lagi tewas gua. Nah, oke, kita menang. Gua harap itu aja battle-nya. Kecapean. Dia baru pertama kali ngerasain sakit soalnya ya. Jadi mungkin jadi lemah banget. Akhirnya teman kita datang. Rinwell dan Dohalim. Tuh. Oh iya jadi bego, makanya nggak bisa Mystic Art, bener. Tuh. Aku baik-baik saja. Iya. Oke. Tuh, cuma kamu yang masih hilang. Oh, Kisara malah udah itu ya. Terus kenapa kalian baru nyari gua sekarang? Rinwell, di mana kita? Ganet Heros. Oh, udah nyampe berarti di realmnya si itu. Hoki katanya. Tuh, kalau Vholran di sini berarti Sion di dekat sini.
Right, of course.
Tuh. Aku baik-baik saja. Kamu sedikit aneh. Kenapa lagi dia? Dia mungkin hanya kecapean. Tuh, ayo kita nanti kita ngobrol lagi lah di desa. Mau pingsan loh. Oh enggak. Rinwell, Dohalim. Oke, Rinwell, retired Avenger. Ada yang perlu diambil nggak sih? Ini aja ya, recover biar ini. Sebentar. Karena mental tag ya ini aja. Oke, udah lengkap satu itu. Recover. 80%. Sebentar ini kontrol gue bener-bener lupa ngedash itu. Field, iya udah shift atau nggak klik kanan. Tapi nggak bisa. Oh ya sudahlah. Kita battle. Kita mengasah kemampuan. Oke, cancel. Masih inget gua. Nah, nggak ada yang nge-follow. Nah. Dua lagi. Asik. Udah mulai dapat hangnya sih. Oke, ada apa? Oh, nggak diperintah sama Lord. Tuh, kotanya dibangun sama orang-orang Danan. Oke.
The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions.
Oke, nah kayaknya si Alphen ini dari sini kayaknya.
Say, Alphen,
Tuh,
it looks like you got your face back then.
kamu kelihatannya dapat wajahmu kembali. Ya,
And your sense of pain too, it
Tuh.
would seem.
Really?
juga rasa sakitmu.
But
Tapi itu artinya, iya, jadi nggak bisa pakai pedang api lagi.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Oke. Jangan masuk dulu deh. Kita explore dulu sebentar. Tadi belum ke explore. Oh, nggak, emang sedikit areanya.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Iya, sabar. Nah, itu dia. Ini. Nah. Examine. Oke. 30.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Oke, kita udah dapat nyampe di kota ini, Alphen.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Tuh, kamu sudah berhasil ngasih tahu kita nggak kerja sama Lord apapun.
Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Oke.
And now we can finally go rescue
Sekarang kita bisa
Shion.
pergi menolong Sion. Nggak, si Alphen ketakutan kayaknya.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Ada yang perlu aku kasih tahu ke kalian. Pasti dia dari sini, gerak. Apa?
I got my
Tuh,
memory
aku
back.
mendapat ingatanku kembali. Oke. Dan? Dan apa?
So, what did you remember?
Tuh, sekarang apa yang kamu
Are you able
ingat?
to tell us now?
Kamu mau ngasih tahu?
Give the man some space, Law.
Beri dia jarak, Lau. Jangan terlalu mendesak lah maksudnya.
I remember being up on
Oh, aku
Lenegis.
ingat ada di Lenegis. Wah. Dia udah pernah ke Renan.
Go
Ya
on.
pasti sih. Lanjutkan.
I was abducted from Dana.
Tuh, aku diculik dari Dana.
I was told if I ever wanted to return home.
Tuh, dikasih tahu kalau mau kembali ke Dana harus kerja sama.
So that's what I did.
Jadi itu yang dia lakukan. Terus?
Next thing I knew,
Tuh,
they had made me into the sovereign.
tuh mereka sudah membuatku menjadi sovereign. Sovereign kan kayak kerajaan
You mean to say
bangsawan.
You won the crown contest?
Oh,
As a Danon?
tuh kamu menang.
They kept me locked in a strange facility.
Oh,
They experimented on me like I was nothing more than an animal.
oh dia dijadiin kelinci percobaan.
Only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king.
Tuh, iya aku bukan
Reality
raja
was that they
sesungguhnya.
treated me worse even than the lowest
Tuh,
slave.
kenyataannya mereka memperlakukan aku lebih rendah dibanding budak paling
The
rendah.
only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the sovereign's power that they
Tuh,
placed inside
badannya
me.
kebetulan bisa nahan kekuatan sovereign yang
The
dikasih ke
crest
dia.
that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the sovereign.
Nah iya.
It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the blazing sword, the strange powers you possess, they
Oke.
were all because you were the
Tuh,
sovereign.
karena kamu adalah sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that
Tuh,
power?
kenapa Renan ngasih kamu
Just
kekuatan itu?
what exactly does being the sovereign entail?
Oke.
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
Oke, jadi Renan perlu dia ya buat suatu waktu,
As for what the ceremony was actually
suatu
for,
upacara. Tapi si Alphen nggak tahu buat apa upacara itu.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion.
Tuh,
After all,
mungkin kamu udah pernah
you said
bertemu
you
dengan
recognized
Shion.
her from somewhere, right?
Tuh, kamu juga
But
kenal dia
Shion
dari
said
itu.
she'd never seen him before. How
Tuh.
do you explain that?
Tapi Shion berkata dia nggak pernah lihat kamu. Mungkin saudaranya si Shion, Gra.
I was wrong. It
Tuh,
wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis.
tuh.
It was Nayori.
Itu bukan Shion, tapi itu Naori.
She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
Oh, dia orang Renan si Naori itu, mirip sama si Shion. Kayak
A maiden? What?
Maiden.
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion?
Tuh, cuma mirip Shion aja ya.
Coincidental, isn't it?
Sangat kebetulan ya.
Naori's family name
Oh.
was Imeris.
Oh, tuh, bener kan kembar atau apa?
Imeris. As
Tuh.
in Shion Imeris?
Nama keluarganya
So they're
sama tuh.
distant relatives or something? Wait,
Tuh.
or are they sisters?
Apa mereka
Your
saudara?
guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Nayori.
Tuh, si Naori yang kasih dia
The mask on me.
topeng.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After
Tuh, biar nggak dia nggak merasa bersalah. Kayaknya dia yang ngebunuh.
what I did on Lenegis.
Tuh, bener kan?
I took.
Dia ngebunuh banyak orang di Lenegis.
You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps
Tuh,
it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know.
tuh nggak tahu.
Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned.
Oke. Berarti si Alphen nggak bunuh orang banyak. Tuh, hilang kesadaran kan bener.
By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Nayori there.
Oke.
weeping.
Tuh, si Naori nangis.
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day.
Tuh.
Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
Oh, tuh si Alphen merasa
You really
bersalah ya.
expect us to believe this? First the sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all
Tuh,
that.
kamu nggak mungkin. Nggak percaya dia ini silau.
I wonder.
Dohalim sih percaya
In
kayaknya.
ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
Nggak, berarti si Alphen umur berapa?
You mean
It predates the crown contest,
Tuh.
to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana, more
Oh.
than 300 years ago.
300?
Tuh, lebih dari 300 tahun lalu. Gimana ini? Umur berapa dia jadi? Semakin menarik ceritanya.
That's right.
Tuh,
I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
tuh aku adalah ya manusia yang antik.
Deep down, maybe I
Tuh.
already knew.
Dalam hati mungkin aku sudah tahu.
Some hero, huh?
Oh,
Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home. Committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then
oh,
when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
tuh.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined.
Alphen,
Tuh.
stop.
Dia merasa bersalah ya. Dia udah ngebunuh lebih banyak orang dibanding Lord
I'm
tuh.
not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Tuh, kamu cuma masih terkejut aja. Udah tenang dulu lah. Oke, tenanglah Alphen. Duduk lagi.
Kisara.
Listen,
Tuh.
what you really need is
Kayak kamu
time.
perlukan adalah waktu.
Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be
Tuh.
told, I think that
Waktu
probably
untuk
goes for
ya
all of
benerin isi
us.
kepala lu lah.
What about Shion? We
Tuh.
can't just...
Sion
I'm worried
bagaimana?
about Shion too, Law.
Tuh.
But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit
Tuh,
state
iya, aku
to
juga
fight.
khawatir. Tapi Alphen lagi nggak dalam keadaan buat bertarung.
This is Vholran.
Tuh, ini
Remember?
adalah Vholran.
Even at full capacity, it's practically a
Tuh,
suicide.
bahkan
mission.
ketika kekuatannya lagi full juga
We
percuma
stay put
bisa
in the village
bahaya
till
gitu.
we're ready.
Apalagi
Okay,
apalagi kamu
everyone?
keadaan lagi kayak gini.
Take some time to think things through,
Tuh.
okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us.
Oke.
No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Ush, baik banget Kisara. Kamu nggak sendirian.
Thank you.
Terima kasih.
It's fine.
Oke,
All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
ayo kita istirahat. Oke, pasti ini episode kali ini bakal jadi banyak bacot ini pasti. Ini pasti si Alphen mencari jati diri dan lain-lain lah. Your party disbanded.
Do I even have the right to fight?
Tuh.
Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Oke. Kita suruh cari teman-teman kita ngobrol satu-satu. Ini jadi kayak Final Fantasy 9 ya. Persis kayak waktu si Zidane nyadarin dirinya itu adalah kayak puppet. Nah, Dohalim favoritku.
You're certainly full of surprises.
Tuh, kamu sangat mengejutkan ya.
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Percayalah,
Sorry,
nggak sengaja.
insensitive of me. Though
Tuh.
there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand.
Oke, masih banyak hal yang aku ingin ketahui dan mengerti.
Yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first start. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign?
Saya
More to
bingung,
the point,
kenapa
why
bisa
choose
gitu?
a Danon for their sovereign in the
Kenapa
first
milih
place?
Danan buat jadi
And
sovereign?
then there is the maiden, a figure so powerful. She's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies.
Iya, tuh si Dohalim
And
ngerti.
yet, I'd never even heard of her.
Tuh, aku
Then
nggak pernah
again,
dengar tentang dia.
this all occurred 300 years ago.
Terjadi 300 tahun
What
lalu.
if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people.
Aku mungkin
but
pengkhianat, tapi
I
aku
am
masih
still
orang Renan.
born and raised. I learned the same history.
Tuh, aku belajar
listened back to
sejarah
the
yang
same
sama.
tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth
Tuh,
to any
jadi
of it.
pusing si Dohalim.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
Oh, pakai Renas Alma.
You're certain?
Kamu yakin?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes.
300 tahun lalu
Was
ya.
I really out that long?
Masa aku masih hidup?
I'm only estimating based on historical record.
Who the hell am I?
If I
Siapa
may be
aku?
frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the farm...
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help. Not
Okay.
to compete over lives lost.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for...
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get...
Oke, Dohalim udah baik dia. Sekarang si Kisaranya.
What do you see out there?
Apa yang kamu lihat?
Seagulls. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now so.
Oke,
All
dia
I know
ngeliat
is Shion
Zugal.
needs our help.
Tuh.
As for what happens after that,
Zion perlu pertolongan kita.
Say,
Tapi apa yang terjadi
how did you
sesudahnya?
get back
Bingung
down
ya.
here from Lenegis anyway?
Bagaimana kamu bisa sampai di sini dari Lenegis?
I
Oh,
have
naik
Neori to thank for that.
kapal. Aku
What happened to her?
terima kasih pada Neori.
Did she come with you?
Apa Neori bersamamu?
Just as I wanted
Tuh.
to get back to Dana and my people, Neori's place was with her
Tuh,
fellow
Neori nggak
Renans,
mau ikut,
performing
mau
her
sama-sama
duties
orang
as the
Renan.
maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense.
Wait, so
Okay.
you mean it wasn't just Danons like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy.
Oke.
I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse.
Jadi petingginya juga maksa Renan buat jadi bekerja ya.
She possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering.
Oke.
She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even be?
In all honesty, you don't. Be it several
What are you saying?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor.
Jangan langsung jadi pahlawan katanya.
Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you know what I heard?
Tuh, jangan menyerah
I heard him
intinya.
telling me to keep fighting, to strive.
And I was out of line. I had...
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as
Tuh,
far as to
si
say
Kisara
that I
jadi
wouldn't
merasa
even
berterima
be here had I
kasih.
not heard them.
Dia dulu udah pernah nasihatin si Kisara biar
Left
nggak
to my own
menyerah.
devices, who knows when I would have been. Besides, it's not like killing. The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside. Do you
Tuh,
understand?
kamu merasa bersalah itu tandanya kamu orang
If
baik.
I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living,
Tuh.
then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you?
Kamu juga masih layak.
But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for?
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Untuk apa kamu selama ini bertarung? Biar Sion suka sama aku. Oh, bisa lari sekarang akhirnya. Tadi nggak bisa. Rinwell.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about. I didn't realize.
I guess all of us are.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you've only just found.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was
Tuh,
only
dia
a
merasa
year or
masih
two ago that I
kayak
was there.
1-2 tahun
But then I
lalu.
realized what feels like years was actually
Ternyata udah
centuries
berabad-abad
ago.
lalu.
What about your hometown?
Tuh, bagaimana
Do you
tentang
know if it's still there?
kota asalmu?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be
Tuh,
long
ya
gone.
percuma. Ketika ada balik juga orang-orang pasti udah meninggal.
My family.
Yeah. I have no home to return to either. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Although if
Sama
that
kayak
had
si
been the
Rinwell
case,
ya.
I guess I'd never.
Have you learned to?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before. I guess what I'm trying to say. First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering.
You couldn't have known. Poor Shion must be lonely.
Yeah, you're right.
Oke. Sudah. Basa-basi busuknya. Sekarang tinggal silau ya. Nah, dia kenapa menyendiri sendiri? Ayo kita ngobrol. Alphen,
Gonna go rescue Shion or what?
apakah bakal menolong Shiro atau tidak?
What's gotten into you, man?
Do I even have any right to?
If you were in my
Aduh.
place, you'd say, "To hell with all that. What do you want to do?"
Tuh nggak peduli.
Sounds like me.
Apa yang kamu kalau mau
Pretending I
lakukan?
have all the
Beuh.
answers is kind of my.
Look, I get it.
Okay,
You're in
okay.
shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything
Tuh nggak ada
to do
hubungannya
with
sama
Shion.
Sion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it?
Tuh, oh ya. Takut si
Look,
Sion ada
you're
hubungan
still
dengan
here,
Naori
aren't
ya.
you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere too?
Tuh, kamu masih hidup. Siapa tahu dia masih hidup juga katanya.
Fine, I've said my
Tuh.
piece. The thing is, though,
My power consumed me once already. I can't guarantee anyone's safety,
Tuh, aku nggak bisa
including Shion's.
menjamin keselamatan
you
semuanya
think we might
termasuk
get
Sion.
burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, what happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad
Tuh,
died?
apa yang terjadi pada orang yang menasihatiku setelah aku meninggal?
That's the guy I was proud to follow.
Tuh, itu laki-laki yang aku bangga untuk ikuti. Tuh, tidak seperti yang palsu sekarang ini.
Serious. What's gotten into you,
Tuh, apa yang
man?
terjadi padamu
Just give
sih?
me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes.
Tuh, kasih tahu lah bakal gue hajar lu baru bisa sadar.
Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not?
Tuh, kamu mau nolong Sion atau enggak?
What's it gonna be, Alphen?
Apa, Alphen?
What do you think?
Tuh,
Of course I want to rescue her. Hell,
Aku mau tolong dia katanya. Bagus,
So then
bagus.
quit griping and do it already.
Bah.
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen,
Oke.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever
Tuh,
happened
apapun
in
yang terjadi di
my
masa lalu
past
tidak ada
has
hubungannya
nothing
dengan
to do
Sion
with-
katanya.
There's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen.
he could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the crack show.
Yeah, just give me a little more time to...
Hey, don't even mention it. You've
Oke, sudah berbicara semuanya.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Sekarang kita kembali ke penginapan. Loncat bisa nggak? Oh, nggak bisa. Lemah. Udah beres deh. Besoknya kita bakal nolong Sion pasti. Ini mau tidur ini.
Alphen! There you are!
Alphen, di sini kamu. Ada apa lagi?
Zugles, that's what.
Oh,
They're almost at
Zugel.
the village gates.
Any closer and they'll be house hunting.
Oke.
I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
Oke, jadi karena mereka jalan ke sini, mereka mengganggu
Sounds bad.
daerah tempat tinggal Zugel.
Can you fight?
Tuh,
No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
tuh, kamu bisa bertarung nggak?
Sarah's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Nah gitu dong.
Really?
Aku
You
siap.
ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Tuh,
It's now or never, right?
ini sekarang atau tidak?
Alphen, right.
Tuh,
Great to have you back.
senang
Now
punya
let's do
mau
this.
lagi. Ayo lakukan ini. Oke, dapat lagi ini. Increase maximum AG. Super swallow dance, bla bla bla. Ini elemental defense. Nanti dah. Ini udah mau penuh nih. Ini aja. Ini skill apa sih? Ah, ini. Oke. Si Lalu perlu apa ini? Ini aja. Mau dipenuhin dulu ya ini. Secara Dohalim. Nah, ini aja critical hit. Oke lah, cukup.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Mana ini? Oke, ke situ. Kita save dulu deh. Ini tadi yang ini. Oke. Bah, langsung kayak bos tuh.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
Tuh, kalau sakit terlalu sakit.
I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Oke. Akhirnya musiknya.
Let even a single one through.
There's a firm no Zugel policy.
Fine by me.
Satu.
Let's get to work then. Alphen, if you hear it, now I come.
not in your dreams. Are those arms even natural?
Armor won't save you.
Hancurin.
Gale Force!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Guardian, Alphen, if you hear it now. Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah? And far enough.
Oke aja.
You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Now,
Nah.
Frozen.
Hammer.
Not kill! I'm not done!
Talon Hurricane.
It's almost too strong! No further! Be my guest!
Itu kan gerak-gerak terus dari tadi. Wah gila ini bener soalnya nggak ada healer, harus ada si ini. Mana ya, ini aja.
Anything in armor is all mine. Now I'm in the game. Now you see what I can do.
Oke.
I'm on. You're finished. Eat
Wah, jadi noob banget gue mainnya ini. Nggak tahu jadi noob atau karena nggak ada Sion. Soalnya Sion itu pengaruh banget, healingnya bagus. Ini Dohalim bisa nge-heal, cuma nggak sebagus Sion. Oke. Wah, mati dah dia. Tiga. Nice. Beres, ada lagi kah?
Alphen, you okay?
Kau baik-baik saja?
This pain thing really hurts.
But
Sakit.
hey, at least you're still alive.
Tapi kau masih hidup. Nggak pernah sakit sih.
Pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Tuh.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the
Tuh,
village.
aku senang bisa melindungi
especially
desa.
after everything they've done for us.
Oke, mereka pasti melihat kastil si Vholran.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home.
Mengingatkan pada
People
rumahku.
here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs.
Oke, mereka hidupnya sembunyi-sembunyi intinya.
Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
Tapi pada akhirnya hancur juga.
What happened here?
Oh, is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something
Tuh, aku
too.
juga dapat sesuatu. Dia pasti melindungi itu, kemarahanku.
I feel at our so-called rulers. It comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then.
Tuh. Jadi kemarahannya selama ini karena ada sesuatu yang diambil dari dia.
Friends.
Tuh, teman, keluarga, rumah.
They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt.
Tuh, cuma rasa dosa aja yang aku punya. Aku sendirian.
At least that's what I thought.
Itulah yang aku pikirkan.
But not anymore.
Tidak lagi.
Since I awakened,
Tuh.
I've met people who
Sejak aku sadar, aku bertemu dengan orang yang peduli padaku.
Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something.
Oke. Biasa Jepang, temanya teman, pertemanan.
And I won't
4 orang
lose
ini.
that.
Aku tidak akan kehilangan itu. Tidak lagi.
I'll protect those bonds with
Akan
everything I
kulindungi.
have. That's why I
Waduh.
keep fighting.
Udah. Si Sion sementara itu sedang disiksa.
But Shion comes first.
Tuh, tapi Sion yang pertama.
Of course.
Tuh,
First we rescue Shion, then we defeat Vholran.
tolong Sion
Liberate Dana.
mengalahkan Vholran dan membebaskan Dana.
Everyone,
Tuh,
will you fight with me?
semuanya kamu akan bertarung denganku. Wah,
Say the word and I'm there.
oke.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed.
Tuh,
Our next stop will be the capital, Pulihnya.
Pelagian.
According to the
Katanya.
villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistlum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Oke, kita bisa ada jalannya ke situ.
Sounds like a plan.
Oke,
Let's go.
let's go. Musuh di sini levelnya sekitar 31 ya, jadi
Don't know what lies ahead.
tuh masih cepet naik levelnya.
Before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point.
Oke,
Okay.
Why?
side
Is
quest
that so?
Okay,
ambil aja.
Great job.
Nanti bakal diselesaikan nanti.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Ini apa ini? Tempat apa ini? Nggak ada tempat belanja di sini. Mahavargon missing.
By
Apa
the
ini?
way, how is
Oh,
Wait. Don't
yang
tell me
orang
we
itu
still haven't found
nahkoda
it.
kapal
It's
kita.
not like we haven't been looking.
All of the other crew
Tuh.
members are accounted for.
Tapi nggak ketemu
including
si
us.
orang itu.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange?
Do you think he might still be alive
Tuh,
somewhere out
mungkin dia
there?
masih hidup.
I think stranger things have happened.
Tuh, aku kira hal yang lebih aneh sudah terjadi.
Exhausted all the avenues available to us.
Tuh, yang bisa kita lakukan hanya bisa maju sekarang. Ya udah. Ah, lagi-lagi.
Thistlein was found, but when you first...
Oke, kita cepetin aja.
Even though we're...
When you live life in constant...
I suppose...
You saw how
Of course,
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease.
Oke, lagi ada.
Something's on...
Of course, Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Ren. But ever since getting to know Shion,
I see.
besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part, don't get me wrong, if I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her.
Who?
Huh?
Rinwell. You didn't give in to the hatred you've... As for what it means
Some...
or don't.
No, and hey,
Nah, berbicara tentang apa tuh namanya? Kebencian hebat bla 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 gitu nggak penting lah. Kenapa? Sangat cringe pembicaraannya menurut gua. Jadi si Rinwell kecewa gitu ada yang ngebunuh si
do you
Almadria.
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Padahal dia nggak mau ngebunuhnya. Itu ada peti, kita buka. Beef. Kita in dulu ya. Menuhin capek sama makan. Oh, ini ada. Tukang dagang senjata. Craft weapon. Solid edge. Wah, nambah 91. Lustrous arc pistol. Ini aja deh. Craft and equip. Oke. Ini kita bakal pakai Dohalim, jadi dia penting banget. Tapi sayangnya kita nggak punya itemnya. Ini juga lah. Nggak bisa. Ini bisa dibuat, ya udah kita kasih dia. Oke.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Sell dulu. Nah, silver dog tag dijual. Penting nih. Orange gel dan lain-lain. Nah, orange gel 5. Peach gel, lemon gel. Ini penting, kita beli 5. Gila, mahal banget. Nah, ini juga item nih. Buat defense. Itu kita beli satu. Press and equip. Sell ini. Bisa jual ikan sih. Dan item-item kayak gini, cuma ya udahlah nanti aja.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Ngomel dia. Rest. Cook, yes. Pack up. Heal HP after battle. Ini oke. Oke, sekarang kita lanjut.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Di mana dia? Dia nggak keluar tapi berarti masih jauh. Ya sudah, antapin lah. Nah ini. Oke. Beres, sekarang kita lanjut.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Kita lihat mapnya. Beuh. Areanya ini tempat mancing. Find a way to... Oke. Nah ini. Wah, level 32. Oke. Nah. Oke. Lagi.
There's always room for improvement.
Mana Sion? Kurang asik battle-nya nggak ada Sion.
There it is. That's our target.
Mana? Ini kan babon. Oh, terapi invis ini namanya. Oke. Nah, kenapa kalian nyerangnya yang itu sih? Oke. Oke.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Sebentar lagi Alphen level 31.
This place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menyelamatkan myself.
Oke, lawan babi.
Right, here goes.
This one's mine. Denied.
Oke.
Raging storm!
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
You picked the wrong fight. Sword Rain Alpha.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well I'm here to...
Nah, 2.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Now, take this.
This one's mine.
Kenapa ini? Oke, gua mau ngatur defaultnya.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Our arms are being interrupted.
You're mine. Sword Rain Alpha.
Shine.
Radiant Mirror. It's over.
Heal dong, heal.
Blow them away. Now.
Oke, nice.
Let's refrain from losing.
Oke, ini mana sih? Edit. Nah, ini. Ini kita lihat daerahnya ke apa lagi ini?
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot,
meleleh.
but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick.
I can hardly
Lembab
breathe,
sama
it's so
panas.
stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects.
It's brutal, all right. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you,
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring.
And where do you expect us to find one of
Lu harus
those?
penemu mandiin air panas.
All that gear. And
Yeah,
Tuh.
I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome.
well, lucky you, I guess.
Kamu pakai baju gitu stable itu nggak panas katanya. Oke, ini
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
oke, ini terapin yang terakhir. Level 32.
Discourteous, son. He who prepares is free. Another incantation.
Menyerang yang mana kalian? Nah, ini. Oke, ini.
Feel you where you stand. Don't suffer in silence.
Oke.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Here I come! Eat this! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Watch this! Take this!
I can feel my power growing.
Oke, udah beres questnya. Kita bisa lapor, cuma nanti aja. Ini ganti area dong. Ini buat apa ya? Ini Owl Forest sih, sama ya udah.
What's up?
Once
Ada
we
apa?
get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before.
Tuh,
But
kita
what
harus
about
istirahat.
Shion? She's waiting for
Bagaimana
us.
dengan Sion? Dia menunggu
All the
kita.
more reason to conserve our energy.
Tuh, alasan lebih buat
It's
penghemat
not
tenaga.
only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Vholran. We wear
Vholran.
ourselves out now. Or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right.
Kalau kita terluka, bla bla bla. Tuh, Alphen juga belum pulih
I'm fine.
seutuhnya.
Don't stop.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
Ya udah, aku yang mau istirahat. Gimana? Oh, si Alphen ini nggak mau ngerepotin orang ya. Hebat. Oke, sampai di tempat camping.
So, Alphen, 300 years.
Alphen 300 tahun ya.
Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
Brengsek ini. Mau bagi rahasia.
Once I left Lenegis, the
Yeah.
next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in
Tuh,
between.
oh
is
dia nggak ada
blank.
ingatan ya, cuma
You mean
ingetnya ya itu.
There are still gaps in your memory?
Masih ada
I've heard
jarak
of
di ingatannya.
starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep.
Nah iya kayaknya
They're
karena
usually
itu.
only intended as a temporary solution until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
Tuh cuma dikasih tidur
Think he might have been
sementara.
asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
Mungkin Naori punya ide.
If she's Renin like you
Ya,
say
yang
she
ngelakukan.
is, she would have understood how to operate the star.
Tuh,
You're saying she deliberately
tuh
put me
dia
to sleep for
sengaja
300 years?
bikin si
Dohalim.
Alphen tidur
That's
300
a bit
tahun.
of a leap.
Forgive me.
Tuh,
I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all.
tuh aku cuma
Shion
pikir
and the
doang.
maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related.
Tuh mungkin
Shion
mereka
is nearly
berhubungan.
the perfect image of her, yes?
Tuh,
She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a
apakah
coincidence?
kebetulan?
Like I've told you a million times already.
Aku nggak tahu.
If you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then complicated machinery can Sorry for being...
Tuh,
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check?
tuh
And you
masker
were wearing it
topengnya
the
itu
whole time you were asleep, right?
Kamu pakai itu
Must have been.
selama
That's
tidur.
300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
Mungkin masker itu
The
adalah
reason he lost all his memories?
alasan kamu kehilangan
All
memori.
but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain too.
Oh iya,
It's certainly possible.
jadi topengnya yang bikin dia hilang saraf
But
gitu.
the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself.
Tuh jadi nggak bisa merasakan.
I'm sorry for snapping at you.
No apologies necessary.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve
Oke,
our strength.
rest ya.
Yeah,
No.
you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem.
Oke, begitu deh episode kali ini. Lanjut nggak sih, udah 1 jam sih ya. Kayaknya udah sampai di sini aja. Ah, sebentar, ini ada. Kenapa di bajunya begitu? Siapa Shion sebenarnya? Nah. Dia kepikiran terus.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Seneng dia, apa itu? Apa ini? Si Shion mau diapain sama dia?
Let's go.
Tuh.
We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
Kita tidak mau membiarkan Shion menunggu.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Oke deh guys, kayaknya ya cukup sampai di sini. Besok kita akan lanjutin lagi. Cuma ayo kita lihat daerah sebentar. Ini pasti dungeon buat sampai ini. Ini kayaknya 2-3 episode buat sebelum kita nyampe ke tempat si Shion. Nah, ini dungeonnya. Nyampe sini pasti nyampe Pelegion, kota buat apalah atau apa, nggak tahu.
That's what we're going to climb?
Nah, ini.
The villagers managed it on their escape.
Ya sudah deh, begitu. Tapi yang pastinya ya gue bakal selesaiin side quest dan gue bakal explore daerah ini ya. Ini daerah bawah ini. Kan tadi belum di-explore. Ini pasti tempat mancing atau apa gitu. Besok kita lanjutin lagi, oke? Terima kasih udah nonton sampai habis ini, sampai sekarang. Jangan lupa buat like video ini dan subscribe biar gak ketinggalan alur cerita dan video gameplay lainnya ya. Sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya.